Well, hello, virtual English for students. It's time to start your next speech. Your next speech is going to be an informative speech. For this video slash assignment, we're just going to do some pre-writing, some gathering some thoughts of what you might actually do this speech over. Then on the next video or the next assignment, which actually is informative speech, I'll kind of go more in depth about how to write this and what things to consider while writing it. But right now, let's just try to figure out what we're going to write the informative speech about. So let's get started. So the informative speech is also known as an expository speech. And all this speech is a specific subject from a general topic. So you're going to be telling us about something specific from a general topic. It could be, you could be informing us about a person. You could be informing us about a place. You can be informing us about a thing. You can be informing us about an event. You can really inform us about whatever you want. Pretty much you have 3 to 7 minutes to inform us about whatever you feel like, as long as it's school appropriate. So why do you have to learn this stupid stuff? Well, workplace. It's often ranked the most important skill by many professionals. Many workers use informative speaking in public or interpersonally almost constantly. Heck, right now, I am doing informative speaking to you. Like in my job at the Davidson Center, I have to do informative speaking to people about the different things that we are doing with the crops and whatnot, and the different experiments we're doing and whatnot. Even when I worked at a restaurant, I had to do informative speaking about, oh, here's what our menu is today. Today's special is the Southern Fried Chicken here at Cracker Barrel. Worst job I ever had. Another reason why you have to learn this stupid stuff is there's a wide range of other everyday situations that would help. The ability to convey knowledge and information is valuable in all aspects of life. The ability to listen and identify information is valuable in decision-making and framing of knowledge. And let's see if I can fix identify real fast. Nope. Okay. This is great radio. We'll just keep going. All right. So now if we were in class, I would turn to everybody and be like, all right, how many of you would admit already that you've been thinking about speech topics? Do any of you know exactly what you want to speak on for your informative speech? And I would ask y'all if y'all have had some people have thought. Some people usually do have been considering them, because I tell y'all we're doing 4 speeches. The informative speech is 1, so they start thinking about it. Then I would ask you to share. Some students have already shared kind of what their topics will be. One kid is wanting to do something about the history of fishing or talking about fishing. Another kid's going to do the San Francisco 49ers. Another kid's going to do an apparel brand. Another kid's going to do flags and tell us about like the different symbolic significances on each flag. So that's basically kind of what that's some of the ideas that some people are kicking around. I've seen a variety of different people inform about a variety of things. Then we talk about what strategies that they use to come up with the topic and narrow it down to something specific. And like the 49ers kid, he's a big 49ers fan. So that's the reason why he wanted to do it. The kid that was the student that's doing the flags said that they own these flags, and so they could use them as a prop to kind of show. So that's how they came to that decision. Another student said that the apparel thing is an apparel brand that sponsors them. So that's why they're doing it. So that's it's just something that personally connects to them. So if that didn't help you, so if so far none of this has helped you, that's okay. Here's where the assignment actually comes in. You actually see the questions to the assignment below me, but we'll continue. Here comes the actual assignment. So what I want you to do is, on a Google Doc, I want you to answer these questions right here. So I want you to answer these questions right here. So first one is, what do you like to do in your spare time? Me personally, I chase around my son more times than not now, but I also used to like to read. I still try to read in my spare time. I'm currently reading like 3 books. So what are your hobbies, or what hobbies have you had? Reading or collecting books used to be a hobby of mine, and reading still is a hobby of mine. Following Alabama football is a hobby of mine. A hobby that I used to have is when I was like 12-ish, I tried to collect coins for a while. What would you like to do? What do you like to do during the holidays? I like to go to I go to my in-laws in Illinois for the holidays. What is your travel destination? Me personally, I don't really travel, but I enjoyed going to DC when we went there a couple years ago and sightseeing. Me and my wife have gone to Branson a handful of times, and that usually is a lot of fun. And I've always wanted to go see the Grand Canyon, all that stuff out west. And what do you like to talk about your friends? If it's gossip, go ahead and say so. It's okay. Me and my friends, we talk about memes and football. So answer those questions and answer these questions right here. So let's continue to try to figure out your topic. What special expertise do you have? So what are you an expert in? What can you do that other people can't do? It could be juggle, you ride a unicycle. It could be doing your tongue like this. I guess everybody can do that. I was trying to do something with my tongue, but it didn't work out. What special skills do you have? If I was to answer this back when I was in high school, an expertise that I had was pizza because I worked at a pizza restaurant. The special skills I had were like the different things that would come to making pizza, like I could actually throw the dough and make it kind of fluff out as it was appropriately needed to do at one point in time. What professional, personal experiences have you had in your life? So like what different jobs have you had? So I could talk about, like for me, I've worked at the Delta Center. I've also been a color commentator. I worked at Cracker Barrel. I worked at Blimpie. I worked at another sandwich shop. I've worked at a variety of schools. Those are professional experiences I could talk about. Personal experiences I could talk about, like I got married. My parents got a divorce. I went to a Catholic school for a while. So those are personal experiences that I could talk about. What current topic or debate in the news has grabbed your attention? So there's a variety of things. My wife has been the thing in the news that has really grabbed my attention is the vaccine and the distribution of the vaccine. So that usually is the thing that piques her interest. The thing in the news, current topic or debate in the news that has grabbed my attention is I've been looking more into investing and whatnot. And so like stuff about the market has caught my eye a little bit more than normal. What is your greatest pet peeve? What gets on your nerves? What makes you mad? Mine is kids not turning in their work and kids throwing things in class. And then what makes you very happy? My wife, my son, my doggy, and Alabama football all make me very happy. So answer all of those questions and I'll give you the points. After we've done that, we normally would share the answers to those questions, which we are going to do in class. But then sometimes a topic can be too broad and you might need to narrow it down because you have a whole lot that you could talk about, but you don't have the time to talk about all of that stuff. So you might need to narrow it down to something that you can talk about in that manageable amount of time. So one way we could do this is through the associative method. So you would pick like one of your topics and like do subtopics underneath it. So an example would be like computers. And then there's a lot about computers. So the subtopics could be, PC, Mac, technically your cell phone, or you could even talk about like different peripherals of a computer. Like, sorry, it's getting loud, but like my microphone that I plug into my computer, my display thing I plug into my computer. If I had an external keyboard, that would technically count. You could also talk about the different things that make up the inside of a computer. You could talk about like the motherboard, the RAM, the graphics card, the network card, all that fun stuff. So that's how to do the associative method. And you might be able to take just one of those things from underneath that bigger topic and actually and do your entire speech over that. All right, so just look over your list of the list of the responses that you just made. You need to pick one topic that interests you at the moment. Now, the topics you might want to avoid right now are like gay marriage, gun control, abortion. Those are more persuasive speeches. And yeah, you need to do the associated method. So that's what we're going to do so the two things that you need to do, which both of these are on the questions are on the assignment. You need to make sure you answer all these questions. I'm just taking a participation grade, just like make them like real answers, and you answer them with one word, just like actually try on them. And all these questions are on the assignment as mentioned. And then you're going to pick one of them and do the associated method with it. Okay. So that's all I got for you. I'll be back with another video later explaining to you how to actually write the informative speech and certain things you might want to do while writing the informative speech. All right.